Hello everyone and welcome back to To Be Hero X episode 8. We are starting a new section of the show right now, right? We're gonna have a new protagonist for a bit. This might only be for like 2 or 3 episodes or something. But we're gonna have I think we're following Lucky Cyan this time, I think. This might be one of the only ones that I know ahead of time and remember who we're gonna be following. Mostly because I've been looking forward to Lucky Cyan. I don't know anything about these characters. I mean, I know some people said there's these extra videos that they released before the show came out or something that tell about some of these characters. I'm going into the show having not seen them from a completely blind point of view, which I'm quite happy with now, but I might check them out after I finish the show. But for now, we're just going to be watching the show without those shows, kind of you know, how they expect a regular viewer who doesn't look much into the series to watch the show. That's how I'm going to be watching the show. So yeah, because of that, you know, you guys will generally have more context going into an episode than I will. And so, you know, keep that in mind when I'm talking about character things where it's yeah, sometimes I may be talking about a character that they've already revealed is a certain way or does a certain thing, and I just don't know that because I haven't seen those PVs or whatever. But anyway, I've been looking forward to Lucky Cyan purely because it looks like, you know, a cute idol character girl. I like those types of characters. And I don't know, I feel like you really could do a lot with this. My kind of guess is that they're gonna go the depressing, you know, fame is hell kind of route with it, where we're gonna see why her life kind of sucks, even though she's very famous and loved by all. So we'll see as we jump into it. But it's interesting because the last two have been okay, these are heroes, you know, it feels like Soul is a pretty traditional type of hero. Nice seems like a pretty traditional Superman type hero guy. But this one feels like the first kind of non-traditional thing where it's I don't even know if they're gonna consider her a hero yet or anything, or if it's gonna be her as an idol and then how she transitions into being hero or is it going to be her she considers herself an idol and a hero, or she considers herself a hero but she has to be an idol because that's what people want of her, or you know, stuff like that. I don't know. There's a lot you could do with the storyline, and I'm excited to jump into it. So let's jump into it. This is To Be Hero X episode 8. Make sure to support the video, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, early access, and exclusive videos for both this channel and my Jent Watches One Piece channel. So let's jump into it. To Be Hero X episode 8.
Occupied passenger jet crashed outside the city.
Oh.
The commission has deployed a special team to investigate.
What's going on down there?
A plane crash. That's what's going on. Relax. Oh, did she survive? And that's why she's Lucky Cyan, you know?
I can't believe I got in.
So what's this guy, a reporter?
Plane shouldn't crash. Not in this era.
So vehicles are pretty fucking safe in this world. I can hear the OP music. Yep, looks like she survived. Lucky Cyan. Aww. The Cyan girl. Interesting doing that drawn art style, but then switching it to 3D and still that art style. Oh, nice throw. Wow, these camera movements are crazy.
Let the children work out their own problems. You worry far too much.
Hang on, this voice actor.
I must be to earn a meeting with the great reporter.
Oh, shut up. I haven't seen you in almost a decade.
That's Ian Sinclair there.
Right away.
The glasses guy. I love Ian Sinclair.
I'm not the one who started.
She's the only one in her family who survived the disaster.
What do you mean by the disaster? Not the plane crash.
Yep.
There were no survivors.
Or they're hiding it.
Bitch. Nobody else saw her.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Whoever buried the scandal behind it, she might be their next victim.
Oh, interesting.
So, it's called... I said, Hey, report on the plane crash. And you heard slander the heroes?
But it'll get
Single
eyes
hero
on your
tried to keep
paper.
it in the air. Details, but people care about this.
Then teach them to
Right.
care in the right way. Spread doubt would tank trust values, and there would be far worse disasters than a little plane crash.
That's actually kind of true. Wow, I didn't think about that. You don't want to tank the trust values.
Their lives, and they were abandoned when they needed them the most.
What? I'm going to move you over to the food and travel department. It's
Food
just
and
a
travel?
temporary transfer, but it should give you some much-needed time to cool down and
I mean,
think about
that
what
actually
you're
might be a
doing
good
here.
idea.
I resign.
Damn. The truth of the world.
Hey, embrace fear! You. Don't buy what they tell you! The truth will reveal itself! What do you think you're doing? Get back! Fear! I'm not going to stop until they investigate the crash!
That's enough of
Like mind.
No, not that part. You said embrace fear.
You know the Ether Laboratory?
Of course.
Ether lab.
Come on, let's walk and talk.
Wait. Are these cops just gonna be cool with letting him go?
I've thought through every single option. I decided she's got the best shot at a happy life if I leave her here with you.
Aww.
Well, I built this place for kids like her.
How noble. You're a real-life hero.
Hey,
Which hand is holding the candy?
Hey, if you get
She's lucky.
two, that'll make it 10 in a row.
Yeah, she's lucky.
You got this.
Oh, so she's gonna be like a domino type hero. She right? Yep.
I don't believe it. Go again.
What's on her? No clue. Maybe Cyan would fit.
Aww. This is really interesting. I like this. Whoa!
Help me out. Besides, I pulled a golden SSR.
Awesome.
I want one too.
Oh, they're all gonna want to use her luck.
Cyan, go. Come on, Cyan.
And she's such like an introvert, it's hard for her. Oh my god.
Precious angel! Leave her alone!
Oh, at least she has someone on her side.
Who's better than to pick on you? Have no fear. For
They weren't really
Michelle
trying to
is
pick on her. They just like her luck.
here. Choose carefully. Really try to feel where the treasure is buried.
Oh my god. She's trying to use her luck as well.
Just go with your gut.
Oh my god.
You go on, sweetie. Over 10 years and he started growing hair again. It's a miracle. Our whole lives changed when we moved. I'm sleeping the best
So yeah,
I've
she
slept
really
in
is
years.
using
What do you
Cyan.
think? Before that little blessing came into my life, I thought my marriage was over.
Hey, Cyan.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
especially for you.
So many people are gonna be using her luck.
See? Which boy is yummy piece of chocolate?
Which one's the yummiest?
Eat whichever one you want, okay? Don't worry, the average guy. But I heard his dad's some big CEO. Now she lives in a huge mansion.
Oh my god.
Guess
Cyan! Quick! Which of these stocks would you buy?
Oh my god.
My son got accepted.
you will be a genius someday, and you're going to owe it all to her. Little
It's hard to blame these people. But this poor girl. Oh.
It's a miracle worker. My husband is gravely ill.
Oh.
Help my daughter. So make sure not to tell anyone what you and I got up to today.
God
Miss
damn.
Zhao, I'm disappointed in you.
Yes.
She isn't a money tree.
About the
Yes.
money. Cyan could help him. She forced the money on me. I promised that I was going to donate it to the orphanage.
Oh.
A donation like that is worthless.
Dean, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I'll never make that mistake again.
That said, if they abuse it, come tell me.
Oh. I like this guy. I hope he's not abusing it, but I don't think so. 5 years later. Is that Cyan under the mask?
Thanks to you, we've been able to do so much good.
perfect. My exam.
Okay. So they just give out blessings, which do help. But she doesn't need to like interact with them directly.
Faces.
You cheater! You said best out of 3. What's my turn? No, it's mine. It's Johnny.
Does Cyan just get to like be a kid and play around and stuff. Oh, they bow to her. Yeah, I think she just wants to. Oh, she just wants to connect with people.
I will abolish the trust value system and vanquish chaos for good.
Cool.
I will be the hero who creates
Who are you?
order.
Whoa,
Impressed?
it's you.
Well, if I'm going to become X one day, then of course.
You got a cool design.
Worked with you, and you've never disappointed us once. But please
Liu
remember-
Yue?
That's enough parenting. Settled the deal
Okay.
with Mickey. We'll sign the contract with DOS.
His daughter.
As last season's hottest couple falls from the rankings, who will rise up to take their places?
Cool. Look at those two. They were cool.
Don't know how I missed it, but you're dressed super weird.
Weird? I wear this when I'm singing the blessings. I don't get a say in it.
Aww.
Guess that means you're the sacred maiden I keep hearing about.
Why haven't I seen you before?
Hmm.
Are you new here?
To know a secret? Come here. Closer.
Oh.
They call me the Calamity.
Oh. Is he the opposite? Is he like bad luck?
Free to take that boy in. He's a walking disaster.
Mm.
Every single place he's been. There's been fires and bankruptcy.
So these two are perfect for each other. They balance each other out.
If I had a fear of uncertainty, I wouldn't be running an orphanage. Become a sacred light of hope. Remember, every child is equal.
Mm-hmm.
Take those documents and get out.
Is it Aizawa's voice actor? I'm trying to figure it out.
You rolled another 6? How come you get all the luck and I get
Is she just rolling 6s and he's
You wanna
rolling
try and play a
1s?
different game?
Yeah, don't play a game based on
Why
luck.
are you so lucky anyway?
Play chess or something.
I don't know. I just am.
Aww.
Hold on. Give me your hand.
I love her voice actor. Oh,
Whoa,
it's
your number's
huge.
huge.
Yeah.
No wonder you're like this. I've got one. Look at that. Mine's only in the double digits. But
Aw.
this shows that I have a special power just like you.
But why is your number so low?
Well, maybe it takes longer for boys or something. Go up.
I'd rather be a regular kid with friends and clothes that I get to pick
Oh,
myself. That's all I really want to be.
like picking your own clothes being something she wants is very pure.
Good, but you can do better. Try again. From below our orphanage.
I want to be allowed to make mistakes.
Hmm.
Come on, quick.
Let's go make a mistake.
We're gonna break your good luck curse with this.
What?
Close your eyes.
6 years later. Oh, what the fuck? We're jumping forward? What happened?
I'm sorry. I've been working on my new song.
Is it Kaylee Mills that's voicing her? I'm trying to... my god. I know, I keep talking about the English voice actors. But they've got a good cast in this show.
And she prepared a new song.
If it's Kaylee Mills, I love her. The fact that it's been turned into a religion is a little strange. There's the boy. What the fuck? Oh my god, so this is how she transitions into idol? Is this what she wants to wear? Oh, is the boy playing the guitar? Oh my god, he is. This is really fun. Aww, this is cute. This is what she wants to do. Good lyrics. I want to be who I want to be. Aww. That's adorable.
Enough of this farce. You need to fix it now.
No, let her do it. They got good escape vehicles. Oh.
Now turn this way. Ahead.
Uh-huh.
There's a red dot. 3, 2,
Mm-hmm.
1.
What happened? Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh.
I mean, you can't have a rainy day now and then.
Oh. That's cute. That's really cute.
Hurry! You gotta go!
What the fuck? Oh my god.
My dream is to help the world, to become a hero.
Here we go.
You will not leave.
Oh fuck. That was really, really good. Oh, what a great episode. Wow, yeah, I mean, so we got Lucky Cyan. They, you know, mentioned the name Lucky Cyan quite a lot, but I'd never thought like the lucky part of it was what her power was, and that makes a lot of sense, right? So she's a lucky girl, and then, you know, when she might be like initially like a little lucky, and then as her trust rank increases, that luck just compounds further and further until she's incredibly lucky, right? And yeah, so I guess when I was talking about it at the start, I was talking about it in terms of like whether she wanted to be an idol or not. But it seems like from what I'm watching from this episode, that's what she wants to be. She doesn't want to be known as the lucky girl, you know? She doesn't want to only have to be, you know, granting people luck for her entire life and being controlled by other people. So we've got this guy who like leads the orphanage, and like it. So he said at the end there, like, I want to be a hero and like help people. So, and I kind of believe that, but he's like, he as other people are, he kind of also doesn't mind using her, you know? So he found out she's lucky, and is like, oh my god, I can use this to help people. And it's like he now will consistently use her without taking her into account to save and help others, right? But because of that, she doesn't get a say. And if there's any point that she wants to get a say in it, then he'll stop that from happening. So yeah, that is very sad. That's very sad that's the case. But man, it's a cool concept. And I like, you know, the idea of like the calamity coming here. Like he's kind of the opposite, where it's like wherever he goes, horrible shit, like, you know, shit goes wrong, everything falls apart. But in this scenario, like, what's going wrong is that he's just helping this girl, you know? Like, he's a good kid, and he sees that she's struggling, and he just, like, wants to help her out and help her feel normal. I really like that scene of him saying, like, let's break your curse, like, and framing it as, like, oh, well, you know, let's see if you really are lucky. Try to hit that bullseye, and then when she hits it, it's not about like whether or not she can hit it. It's about afterwards, you know, it's gonna cause something bad to happen, and that it quote unquote rains. And it's like, see, you know, yeah, this is a mistake you made in a way, you know. Like, there are rainy days. Sometimes you will experience hardships. Sometimes there will be like things like this, you know. You are experiencing now a rainy day. You're experiencing a mistake you made. You broke something and it caused it to the sprinklers to come on throughout the school. So it's like, yeah, technically you were lucky in how accurate you were on the shot, but you made a mistake still. I think that's very cute. So I really enjoyed that a lot. Can I see the cast for this episode? Just because, like, yeah, a lot of the episode, I tend to like be pointing out, like, wait, is that this actor? Is that this actor? Because I can't help it, you know. Like, especially when I'm watching a good English dub that has like a lot of actors that I really like, I just can't help but notice them all. And a show like this, which changes the cast so often, like, I'm noticing new people constantly. So my thoughts are, Ian Sinclair, I believe, is the reporter guy. I think it sounded like Kaylee Mills as Lucky Cyan. I only really noticed that when she grew up and stopped, and like her voice was a little more mature. It sounded more like Kaylee Mills. And then I feel like the orphanage guy is Aizawa's voice actor, who I can't remember. Chris Wegkamp, or is that the original Aizawa? There were 2 Aizawa voice actors, one for season 1 and one for future seasons, and I can never remember which is which. So let's see. I'm gonna just go on to where the cast list is normally posted. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I can't really find the cast right now. I think Ian Sinclair, I found that he was right, but everything else I can't find right now. But you know, I don't think they've like officially released a cast thing anywhere. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm just happy there were some good voices in this episode. I found it really interesting every episode I feel like there's a moment where they say something about the concept that I go, whoa, yeah, actually that's really interesting to think about. In this episode, it was when, towards the start, the reporter was talking to his boss, and the boss was doing the classic, like, you can't slander the heroes. Like, I've seen that in a lot of stories before, right? A lot of narratives will have, you know, a reporter trying to tell a truth, but the boss is saying, like, we can't tell that truth because it looks bad for our newspaper and it looks bad for the, like, other people, and, you know, they pay our bills or something like that, you know? Like, people won't trust us anymore, or our sales will tank because we're, you know, like, something along those lines, right? But she said, like, if you reveal this story, trust value in heroes will tank, and that will be bad. And I thought about it for a second, and I was like, I think she's right in a weird way. You know, like, I'm not saying this story shouldn't be told. I'm not saying that she's right in that, like, yeah, you should keep this from the public, because I don't know. But she is, I think, right in that trust values will tank, and maybe that will cause people to die inadvertently, you know, because trust values being high means that heroes are stronger, and when heroes are stronger, they can save more people, they can do more good work. If you tanked the trust value of someone, and that person then wasn't as strong, and they weren't able to hold up a metal beam that was going to fall on a bus of elementary school children, right? And so it just ended up crushing the bus. Like, those people died because people didn't trust enough in him, because there was a story that came out that said heroes aren't doing their job properly. So it's really interesting, the idea of, like, you actually kind of, propaganda might save lives in this universe. And that's a really, really strange, like, I don't know what the moral decisions you should make in a universe like this is. Is it good to lie and to, you know, misrepresent a person and lie to the public if it ends up making that person strong enough that they do end up doing good in a way? Because I kind of have the belief, I've talked about this on this channel before, but I kind of have, like, a lot of people will say, like, and they kind of did a line similar to this in this episode, but a lot of people will say, like, you know, oh, there's let's say, here's a perfect example. When a celebrity donates, like, $2 million to a charity, right? So you'll see a headline that's like, I'm just gonna pull a random celebrity name, so don't read into this at all. Selena Gomez donates $2 million to the children's hospital or whatever, right? So some people would be like, oh my god, she's such a good person because she donated $2 million to a celebrity hospital, to a children's hospital. And then someone else will say, well, she's doing it for publicity. Like, that's not an actual good deed, because she's doing it so that people, like, you know, pay more attention to her or think that she's a good person. That's not what a good deed really is. If she was really doing a good deed, she would donate it anonymously. Nobody would know that it was her, and they would still get that money. So, like, there's a lot of people that say that. Now, there's no doubt that donating $2 million anonymously is a good deed. That, like, absolutely. That's a great deed. Good job. However, the question is it still a good deed if you get something out of it? I have always been under the, like, I've always said, I believe, yes, it is a good deed. I do not think your intentions matter nearly as much as the deed. The deed is what matters. Because in my mind, if you donate $2 million to a children's hospital, those children, they're getting the help. Like, they like, whether or not Selena Gomez benefits from it, they are getting help. They're getting $2 million that they didn't have otherwise. So, like, in my mind, that is a good deed. You're helping people. Now, if you get rewards out of helping people, fine, great. You know, like, that's just more people in the world getting something out of a deed, as far as I'm concerned. Now, like, that, it's different than if she stole $2 million from one children's hospital to give it to another children's hospital. That's probably not a good deed. But, like, she's giving $2 million of her own money or a company's money or whatever, to a children's hospital. That, to me, is a good deed. So, I'm of the impression that, like, yeah, like, she could have donated, it anonymously, but she's not under any moral obligation to do that. And, like, the fact that, like, all that matters is that the children's hospital is getting that money. That's really all that matters to me. And if she's gaining out of that, great, wonderful. You know, if she's benefiting, her career is getting better, that's awesome. Now, as I said, I pulled a random celebrity out of my ass that I know nothing about Selena Gomez's current, or, like, you know, the only time I was following Selena Gomez's career was when I was a teenager and watching Wizards of Waverly Place. So I don't know if I'm, like, pulling on something that she's actually done, or that she, you know, I don't know if she's been cancelled. I don't think so. I think she's been bringing out music. Anyway, but the point is, like, I believe good deeds are good deeds mostly regardless of intentions. I'm sure you can find, like, loopholes in there, being like, oh, what if someone was trying to kill an orphan, but they ended up accidentally curing cancer or something? Like, I don't know. That's not what I'm talking about, clearly. But I do think that that's something that I believe in. So, in this world, this is, like, challenging my beliefs. Would it be better to, okay, it was maybe a conspiracy with this plane. Maybe heroes actually didn't save it on purpose, right? If that's the case, is it still better to, because, like, revealing it may not be doing anything about it necessarily. You know, like, you'd reveal it and then trust in heroes would tank. And then, like, what would happen? You know, like, what do we gain out of that? So, is it better to bury the story in that situation? I don't know. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it isn't. I genuinely don't know. And that's what makes it kind of a good moral question, I think, is when I just have no idea how to rationalize it in my mind. But yeah, so, I mean, so far, I'm very attached to Lucky Cyan. That it's not a surprise. I was gonna get attached, you know, I get attached to female characters very quickly when there's, like, a girl protagonist. It's, like, so much easier for me to get connected to her. So like, I already was feeling bad for her for the second she came on screen, and that didn't leave the entire time. But I really loved that performance scene. By the way, was that dubbed, or was that or was it English in the original? It could have been either way, because obviously, like, these sorts of shows like to, and it was, like, accented English, but these sorts of shows do use English songs. I mean, the OP is an English song, right? And I think the ED is also an English song. So yeah, like, it wouldn't surprise me if the original was in English as well. But also, I mean, it would be kind of crazy if the dub just dubbed that song and it's actually in Chinese in the original and Japanese in the Japanese dub or something. But no, I'm guessing, since it was accented English, I'm guessing in the original Chinese it was also an English song. But yeah, I mean, I liked the lyrics, I liked the performance a lot. I think it was cute. The Calamity Cyan thing is very adorable. So yeah, I love it. Anyway, that was To Be Hero X episode 8. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.